Do likes define your worth? Chloe, an artist, painted for validation, her anxiety tied to every tap. But a hidden masterpiece born from pure emotion forced a choice: popularity or soul. Discover how she found true confidence, proving that your most authentic self is your greatest artwork. Uncover the power of creating for you. Chloe's art studio was her sanctuary, a stark white space designed for the perfect Instagram shot. But today, her heart thumped with a familiar anxiety as she awaited the digital applause. Her latest painting, a trendy abstract, was about to meet the unforgiving eyes of social media. A notification popped up on her phone alike, then another and another. Each tap felt like a small victory, a momentary reprieve from the doubts that haunted her. But the validation was fleeting, like a sugar rush that left her craving more. Was she truly an artist, or just a performer playing to an online crowd? The question echoed in her mind, a constant reminder of the hollowness that lay beneath the surface. She longed for something deeper, something real. While tidying her studio, Chloe stumbled upon a forgotten canvas hidden behind a rack. It was a portrait of her grandmother, vivid, imperfect, and bursting with raw emotion. A relic from a time before likes and followers. The painting was a chaotic masterpiece, filled with imperfections that revealed love and memory, rather than aiming for superficial perfection. It scared her. This vulnerable piece of her soul laid bare. A local gallery announced a call for artists. Chloe had the chance to present to the world, to finally share her voice. But which painting would she send out into the world? Would it be the art that was her heart, or her attempt at something popular? The abstract painting seemed the safe choice, the one most likely to garner approval. It was precisely crafted to appeal to the masses. But it rang hollow, a manufactured echo of true expression. But the portrait of her grandmother whispered to her a siren call of authenticity. It was a risk, a leap of faith into the unknown, but it felt right, honest. Her heart pounded in her chest as she carried the portrait to the gallery, a fragile piece of herself exposed to the world. Every step felt like a test of courage. The gallery room was a silent arena filled with expectant eyes. Chloe hung her painting, her hands trembling slightly, and stepped back to observe the reaction. Hours passed, filled with polite nods and fleeting glances. The familiar panic began to creep in, the fear of rejection whispering in her ear. Then, an elderly woman stopped before the painting, her eyes widening, her breath catching in her throat. An instant of connection, a spark of recognition. Sad tears welled in the woman's eyes as she turned to Chloe, her voice soft and trembling. "That," she said, "is exactly how I remember my mother." A wave of warmth washed over Chloe, an honest, heartfelt connection that resonated deep within her soul. No number of likes could ever compare to this genuine moment. In that quiet moment, Chloe understood that true worth came not from fleeting approval, but from the courage to share her authentic self. The bravery to create, not for validation, but for herself, for the pure joy of expression, was the key to unlocking her true potential. From then on, Chloe's art was no longer a search for likes, but a journey toward honesty, a conversation with her soul. She filled canvases with her deepest thoughts, her most vivid dreams, and her most vulnerable fears, without a thought for the algorithm. The anxiety lost its grip, replaced by a steady, glowing confidence she never knew she possessed. Her art became a source of strength, a testament to her resilience. She embraced the imperfections, the messy brushstrokes, and the vibrant chaos that made her art uniquely her own. Her studio, once a sterile showcase, transformed into a sanctuary of creativity, filled with the colours of her soul. The notifications still buzzed, but they no longer held the same power over her. She painted for herself, and that was enough. Her art gained new depth, a richer texture born from vulnerability and authenticity. People resonated with her honesty, with the raw emotion that poured from her canvases. She inspired others to embrace their own imperfections, to find their voices, and to create without fear of judgment. Chloe discovered that true success wasn't measured in likes or followers, but in the impact she had on the world, one authentic brushstroke at a time. The portrait of her grandmother remained her most cherished possession, a reminder of the power of vulnerability and the beauty of imperfection. Chloe's art became a beacon of hope for others struggling with validation and anxiety. She gave lectures and provided guidance to the best of her ability. She demonstrated that with enough work and passion, anything is possible, even when you feel like your voice is the only one in the room. And so Chloe continued her journey, painting with her heart, sharing her soul, and inspiring the world to embrace the beauty of imperfection. Her studio was now a colourful, vibrant space where every piece was something personal and full of expression, not a piece meant for anyone but herself.